Hello guys, so this is kind of awkward. Sorry, I am so not used to sitting in front of the camera and looking normal. I mean normal like according to normal people, or like simply non-goth people. Pale hearts as some goths call them. Anyway, I'll explain this in a moment. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who filled in my questionnaire. It means a lot to me. I now know what kind of content you guys would like to see most. So what you guys wanted me to do the most are rants and basically just talking things. And all of you wanted, everybody who filled it in wanted me to do a DIY, which is going to be coming up pretty soon as well. Some of you also wanted makeup tutorials, reviews of books, more insomniac tips, cooking stuff. I'll cook something for you in a while. I'm gonna see what. Maybe it'll be muffins, carbonara. I don't know. Spaghetti is my speciality. And obviously some goth stuff. Now, some of you also wanted tags, and Jesus, I feel so weird. And this is what this thing is about. So when I went onto the questionnaire and I saw that someone posted naked goth tag, my first reaction was basically like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus! But then I was like, no man, if it's a tag, it can't be that weird. So I went onto Google and onto YouTube to find out what the naked goth tag is. And once I found out what it is, I thought like, okay, this isn't weird in any way, this isn't perverted, I can do this. So, welcome to the naked goth tag, which basically, from what I found out from watching a couple of videos, is me being non-goth, like in clothing and stuff. This is a band from my Daphne Blake cosplay, and this is like the only non-goth shirt least goth shirt that I own, so gotta have to do. I'm going to be not goth today, and I'm going to tell you what goth means to me and why do I think that I'm goth. So in my opinion, you can't really say what goth is in your opinion, because like what goth is a state of fact. In my opinion, at least, that doesn't make sense. You get my point anyway. It's like you can't say what fantasy is in your opinion. Fantasy has a definition in the Oxford thing or something, and it's just a thing. You can't say that, oh, fantasy in my opinion is this, because it's just a state of thing that has existed for a while, and from what I know about the gothic subculture, it is many things. It is music, it is the style of clothing you wear, it is the sort of things that you like, and I mean like literature, movies, way of living, your ideology, it's so many things. But if I were to point out the most important things that actually do make you goth, because obviously most people won't fit into every category of that. Like, there are a lot of goths who probably don't like to read, or just don't like Victorian literature, which is considered very gothic. So, you won't fit into every subcategory of being gothic, but there are two things that I think you would have to fit into to actually be goth. And in my opinion, those two things are, first of all, music. You can't be goth if you don't listen to goth music. That's the whole idea. Goth came into life thanks to gothic music and gothic bands. So if you don't at least listen or like a couple of gothic bands, I'm not saying all of them, but like a couple, then, you're not really goth, because I know it's like being emo, not liking emo music, I guess, or being punk and not liking punk music. It just doesn't make sense when you think about it. The second thing is looking the part. So what if you listen to a certain type of music? It doesn't actually make you part of a subculture. For instance, I really love Sex Pistols. I think they're an amazing band and I adore them. But I wouldn't call myself punk. Like, I have nothing at all to do with punk, neither their ideology or the way I dress or basically anything about me. So, just because you listen to a certain type of music doesn't mean that you belong to the subculture. So the other thing that I think is the most important about being goth is the way that you look. And now this can be so many things, because there are so subgenres of the gothic genre. And you can't really say that a goth has to look a specific type, because it has evolved so much. But you just have to, creepy, I guess. And yeah, so when I started out as goth, I haven't really listened to the music that much. My favorite music has usually been dark cabaret, which I guess is a bit gothic when it comes to the way it sounds, but it's not considered like goth music. So that's what I started out, and yeah, I started collecting clothes and like trying to dress the part when I was around 11. So many years ago now. Or 10, I don't know. So that's how I started out. I mean, in my opinion, when it comes to dressing the part, I do look the part. Most of my life had. Also, one thing that is very important in goth, I think, is the non-conformism. There's this great YouTube series, Goth Life with a Y, not with an I, with an I, which has the whole non-conformism thing done greatly, and it's not promoted. I just adore the series because it's, from what I gather, it's made by goths, and it's a parody of the goths, so it's great to watch. You should check it out, definitely, one of my favorite series ever. And when it comes to me, well, most of my childhood, I've been like a tomboy. I was the only girl in my class for some time. Well, not the only, there was like one girl in my class apart from me, but you know, doesn't really count that much when you don't speak to each other, for instance. Anyway, so I haven't really had much contact with girls. I didn't have much contact with boys either. I was kind of antisocial, nobody liked me, but who cares? But I always had like boy clothes. When I was 10 years old or something, this boy in my class told me he thought I was pretty. So I thought that the best way to make him stop thinking that way is to cut my hair short. And I mean like short. I had nearly no hair and I looked terrible. I also looked like a boy. Never mind. So that's how I looked most of my childhood. I really enjoyed building Lego and playing football and stuff. Not something I do now. I'm very lazy. I mean, I do one sport, but that is all. So yeah, I differed with that, and then after I started getting into metal music, and from that I started getting into goth music and the goth subculture, and you know, it just kind of evolved, to say so. Right now, I just fit in too many categories. For instance, for my university, I'm doing a project on Victorian literature. I don't study Victorian literature. I'm just doing a project because why not? Yeah. I definitely love music. My favorite bands are Siouxsie and the Banshees, Bauhaus and The Cure, and Nick Cave. I'm saying and Nick Cave because like some people think that he's goth, some people think that he's not goth. It's really hard to tell for me. I just really like the guy. My dad showed him to me many years ago now. So, you know, I just really love his music. So if he's goth, count him in. So those are like my favorite goth bands. I still prefer dark cabaret most of the time because just got this creepy little thing about it. And, you know, I just love it. But, I don't know, I just think that I've always felt goth because I was always different in like a creepy way. I mean, I'm not a creepy person. That sounds kind of like I'm a pervert or something. I'm just different in what I think, how I see the world, but like not in a bad way. For instance, when I was a kid, this is something that so many people that I know say like, oh, I was always creepy because when I was a kid I preferred the bad guys. It's not about that. Sometimes I prefer the bad guys, sometimes I prefer the good guys. It didn't really matter to me that much, but one thing that I could tell you about why I was weird as a kid, I'm gonna look for some drawings. I don't know where they are now, but if I find them, I'm gonna like put the screenshot here or something, photo, all the stuff that I drew when I was like 8 years old, and you'll kind of see what I mean, because that was some deep shit, man. Deep shit. I've always had this weird fascination with death, but not like normal people that, oh my god, this is so fascinating. I was like, I'm so scared of dying. Okay, I'm gonna look into death I'm gonna read about death, so I'm not as scared of dying as I am because death is scary. That is a weird way to put this. I don't know, it's weird to be goth and be scared of death. Like, all the goths are kind of morbid, and I'm just here like, I don't want to die yet. I'm probably gonna die from diabetes in like 20 years or something if I continue my current lifestyle, but hey, whatever. Don't really know what to say here, because I think that whether you are not goth, it's not something you can particularly say. I mean, it's something that you feel, and I can't like tell you guys exactly what I feel. I just feel very connected to the way that goth is in general. I just think that goth is a great community with great people, and it's something that just speaks to me on a whole different spiritual level, if you know what I mean. Okay, spiritual level thing was kind of a joke. I don't think that goth can be spiritual, but you know what I'm talking about. It's just something you feel, you know, and I do get the idea of this tag, like talking about why you feel goth and how you got started and stuff like that, but, you know, it's hard to say how you feel. I mean, it's hard to say why you feel how you feel, you know? It's like when you're happy for no reason, or sad for no reason, or angry for no reason, because you are, you can't really say why you're sad, happy, or angry. I mean, come on, everybody gets those kind of mood swings. And, you know, it's the same here. Just goth is the way of feeling about yourself, the way of life that you are leading. Obviously music and dressing, but like the way you dress, but I already told you about that. And you can't really say why you feel the way you feel. You just do. It's just a state of fact. So, I don't know. I started off when I was still a kid. I wasn't a teenager even then. I probably didn't even know what goth meant when I started off, but I still thought I'd start off, and now it's just escalated to this thing. I mean, like, right now I look kind of weird. I got pink eyelids, and what the fuck, I feel so weird. Okay, sorry, I'm swearing too much in this video. I should stop. Maybe kids will watch me someday. I don't know, I shouldn't swear this much. So, yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what else to say, just that it's who I am, it's who I have been for a long time, it's who I like to be, and I think that this is one of the most important things, that you have to like it. You have to feel that this is you and not just pretending, because I know that a lot of people do pretend, and like, you know, they try out different things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's why we're teenagers or whatever, to try out different subcultures and different stuff. But sometimes people try out things that they feel good in and they can stay in. And then sometimes people try out things that just really aren't them and they don't really like. And I tried this out very early on in life and kind of found out that I like it from the beginning. This is how it is. I don't know whether I made this tag correctly or not. I'm really not good at making tags. Although I will make the 50 random things about me tag when I get 50 subscribers. So much weird shit I'm gonna tell you. I hope I didn't F this out completely. I didn't swear there. And I hope you enjoyed this nevertheless. Maybe learn something about me. Not that you probably care, but whatever. I hope you enjoyed my non-gothic potato face today with this. I can't get used to it. This is so weird. Anyway, please like, comment something nice as usual. If you comment something nice, you'll get my cat in the next video. And subscribe to my potato face. Not gothic today. Okay, hope to see you next time. Bye.